Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you guys about relationship exercises. I wanted to let you guys know how important it is that when we communicate with our spouse, what we're giving and the energy we're giving, and how important it is that we are in control of our emotions and our feelings. So the first exercise I wanted to talk to you guys about was the pause. Think about the pause, especially when you are in an argument. So when I say pause, I mean pause and listen. So sometimes when you're with your partner, it gets heated and there's conflict and there's arguing and no one's listening to anyone. And so it's like, well, what do we do in this situation when everyone is heightened? One thing that you have to be aware of is yourself. You know that you love your partner. You know that you do not want it to be where they are or you are back and forth like that. It doesn't feel good, okay? You love this person. Why are you arguing like this? Why, right? So when you feel, because again, you got to be aware of yourself. When you feel like you're like getting very anxious or very, what's the word, when you get really heated, you're getting like a little like anxiety a little bit, like this, like aggression, you want to fight. Not that you're fighting your spouse, but you have this energy because you're angry and you're mad. And so when you're starting to feel that, because you feel it inside, you got to be aware of yourself. And when you feel that energy, pause. And I know that's hard. That's why this is an exercise. You got to practice it, right? And your spouse is the best person to practice it with, right? So you want to practice the pause, right? And when you practice the pause, so they're oh, I can't believe you're doing this, and you're like, I can't believe you're doing this, and then you're like, you realize I don't want to get this heightened with my spouse or with my partner, right? You pause and you honestly, literally, you forget about what you're trying to say because you recognize that I don't want to be in this place with this partner, with my partner. And so when you see both of you rising, if you can be aware of yourself, focus on your energy and what you're trying to give off to your partner, what you're trying to give off in the relationship, and focus on what your partner is saying. And what does that look like? So they're heightened and you're heightened and they're like, I can't believe you this. And you're like, I can't believe you this. And they're going on and on. That's where you pause. And it's hard, especially when you've never done this before. But with practice, it gets easier because you start to turn the environment in your home, right? And so what you do is you pause and they're talking, and you're going on, and then you begin, and as they're going, you're listening. You start to begin to listen instead of defend and go back and forth. Nope. You listen to what they're saying, and then you turn it by asking them questions. So you turn it away from you and you turn it back to them, where you start asking them questions. So you felt this way because of why? So you're upset in this moment at this time because I said or I did that. So you felt this way and that's why you're angry. When you start asking questions and you start to understand that this is more than just the conversation, the actual topic you're talking about, it's going to blow you away. And when your partner, when your spouse, when your partner sees that you're trying to ask them questions to find out what's going on with them, guess what happens? They start to be intrigued by what's wrong with her or him, why they care, what it pushes the conversation to a deeper conversation. Because a lot of times when people argue and are going back and forth, it's the symptoms. It's a symptom of a deeper issue. And so this is pause and listen, whereby when it gets heated and heightened, right? Become aware that that's not the place you want to be. And literally start to learn to just pause. They're going at you. They're talking, oh! And you start to reflect. What are you? Because what you're doing, you're shifting the atmosphere. Whichever one of you does it, if it's both of you, bonus, right? But whichever one of you does it, that's the power you guys have in turning your relationship into something golden, where your conflicts will decrease because you're becoming aware of what's going on inside. So I call it the pause and listen. So try it and let me know in the comments. Let me know, if it's been working for you. Okay. And then the next exercise I wanted to talk about is the 15 to 20 minutes. So 15 to 20 minutes. This is a simple one. When the conflict gets woo-wee heated and you guys are going back and forth, and after 15 to 20 minutes, stop. Literally. And if your partner isn't stopping, you say, I cannot engage, and walk away. Because this is what happens. If you're not having a regular conversation and it's a conflict and you're going, after about 15 to 20 minutes, your brain starts to shut down. You guys stop hearing each other, and that's why the argument can go on and on and on, and no one's listening and nothing's happening, because your brain shut down 15 to 20 minutes into the argument. So I'm trying to give you the speed and the help in you understanding, hey, you don't have to necessarily go deep with this. They're not going anywhere right now. Like, couples are funny. Couples have this thing where it's like, we gotta fight it out now. We gotta duke it out now. We gotta get it now. And where are you guys going? Nowhere. But because you haven't understood the tools of how to get it together where you are understanding each other, what ends up happening is you don't realize it and you don't know. So you do with what you don't know, right? Until you know. So hopefully you're gonna know in this video, right? So one thing that I want to share is, when you're seeing this argument, this conflict is going past 15 to 20 minutes, all right, stop. Because it's not going anywhere. But it doesn't stop there. When you stop, you let your partner know, hey, I can't do this anymore. Like, I have mentally shut down. This is a lot for me. Can we do it later at this time? So don't just walk away. That's the first part. Don't just walk away. Before you walk away, you let your partner know, hey, I'm not ignoring you. I'm not, pushing you away or making it seem like I don't want to be, I just don't want to deal with this. Let your partner know, communicate, okay, at this time right now, I can't even do this right now. Can we do this at this time? And set a time, okay? Because the worst thing for any partner, especially when one has walked away or shuts down, is they don't know what's happening. And so that's unfair to your partner, because they're living with you, they're with you, they want, and they want to fix this, figure it out. So at least give them that time window, because it bothers them as it's probably bothering you, and have a conversation about it. Obviously, if it's very heated and you're not able to have a conversation and it's just really that bad, I always recommend please seeking professional counseling. Please seek counseling, okay? Couples counseling, coaching, anything to have a third party. And again, it could be counseling, yes, it could be a third party. It can also be a trusted friend or a trusted couple that you guys both agree that, are older and have a great relationship that can speak into yours, that can help you and see the both sides and all of that. But if you don't have that, a counselor is also good at helping you to navigate, the conflict, so that both of you guys get your sides, but not even your sides, but you guys feel heard and validated as well. So just putting that out there, okay? So again, 15 to 20 minutes, right? Stop after the argument. Then, before walking away, give your partner a time. Hey, I can't do this right now. However, if we're able to come back, is that okay with you? So it just gives a little bit of peace in the home. The conflict isn't resolved, but at least there is unity in figuring this thing out. Like that's the biggest thing in the relationship. So hopefully that's helpful. Let me know in the comments if that was helpful as well. All right. So the next exercise that I wanted to share is this exercise is the practicing the I statements versus the you statements. And I think everyone and their mama now know this, where a lot of times when conflict happens, it's I can't believe you did this, and if it wasn't for you doing that, and you, and I can't believe you, and it's a you, and it's you, it's yeah. So that brings defensiveness, it brings walls, it brings distrust, emotional, I can't trust you, I can't share with you because you're always going to be blaming me, right? That's really all the parties feeling when you're saying you this, you this, you that. And so if you really want to resolve this conflict with your partner, you want to start using I, okay? Because a lot of times you're using the you to blame and you're not using the I about what's really going on with you. So, for example, let's say the garbage. Simple example. Let's say the garbage. Your husband or your wife, whomever is supposed to take the garbage out. Let's say he didn't take the garbage out, right? And maybe this is the second night in a row that he didn't do it, and that pisses you off or annoys you because you're like, man, that's your chore, that's what you do. Why do I have to tell you? And so you're mad. You're like, why can't you do this? You can do it that way, right? I don't think it's been working for you. Or you can say, babe, look, I know that you've had a hard day today, and I know that, don't forget, remember to take out the garbage, right? Because I feel when you don't take out the garbage, you don't care. I said, you, whoops, see, it's how easy, I feel like when the garbage is not taken out, I feel frustrated and I feel angry with you, and that messes. I feel our vibe and my vibe with you, and I don't want that to happen. So when you take the garbage out, it makes me feel great when you do that. Something simple like that, but I'm simplifying it. It's other things. The biggest thing is you don't use you as an attack. All right, you can use you, like I said, in a positive sense, like I like when you do that, or I like when you, right, as opposed to, well, you did this and you, why are you angry, or what's the emotion behind you saying you, right? Speak about the emotion, not about what they're doing. Speak about what they're doing, how's that impacting you. You will get further that way, right, with your partner. So I feel this way when this happens. I feel this way when this and that happens, or when this or that does not happen. And you continue to be on that dialogue, or that speech, that communication with your partner on a regular basis, because you're going to teach yourself how to kind of maneuver your own feelings instead of doing the blame thing and all the things that don't work. You start looking at the I, me, and then go deeper. Why is it that I'm feeling this way? So understand that I versus you will always win, because the I is looking at you and not doing the blame to the partner. Now, obviously, if the partner has done something and they piss you off, and I'm just sharing with you the other side of how you can speak and communicate when you're upset and angry and frustrated to your partner, so that it doesn't come into a big old blow up and you have a lot more issues than you needed to have. All right. So that's another exercise that you can use that would be helpful to your relationship. All right. Be on a spin, on a ride. So the next one is, are you listening to speak, or are you really listening to your partner? Are you listening to speak, or are you listening to your partner? A lot of times in conflict, when we are doing the back and forth, it's typically because we're not listening to our partner. The biggest thing with conflict and why conflict happens and it continues to happen and it gets heated, and because no one is validating anybody, no one is listening, everyone is just wanting to have their point across, and somehow, but just their point being across, their partner's supposed to listen to them, and that's it. Doesn't work that way. Or if it has, let me know in the comments. I typically don't see that a lot. And so what you want to do is, when you are in conflict with your partner, you want to ensure that you're reflecting back what your partner is saying to you. What does that mean? Your partner has an issue with you, right? Instead of you defending, well, I don't think that's true, and you should know because you did this the other day, and defend, right? Because you feel when the person, when your spouse is coming to you with a problem or something about you, you're immediately like defending, and they just need an issue dealt with. And so what you want to start doing, again, it's a self-awareness, self-reflect, like why would my partner feel this way, right? Why would my partner feel this way? So they come to you with something, and instead of immediately going on defense, ask questions, become curious as to why would they feel that way and why would they seem that way. Like, what is that about, right? And so when you do that, what ends up happening is a deeper conversation. So they come at you with, they had a problem, what you did. The first thing you say, because again, you have to start thinking about not emotion, but why would they come to me this way? What is going on with them, right? And the reason I go there is that, they're with you. They're not out of here, they're with you. So they're coming to you with a problem because they want something solved. They need something from you. They need to understand what's happening. And so they may come at you not the greatest way at times, but you can absolutely turn the environment around by letting them know in questions and curious, you're really upset about this. So you feel like I did something that whatever. So let me get this right. And you reflect what you think you heard from them. Did I get that right? Okay. So that made you feel this way. Okay. Okay. And honestly, if it is something that can be changed, if it is something that can be adjusted, apologize and adjust immediately. Like, don't let pride and stuff get in the way of, like, oh, how she coming, he come to me. Just be like, oh, I didn't realize. Thanks for letting me know, right? Don't go into the whole, well, you did this two weeks ago and you did that five. That never works. Never does. Focus on the issue at hand. Don't focus on, well, they're telling me this, so now it's my turn to tell them that. It doesn't ever work. And so the biggest thing is listening to your partner, reflecting back what they're saying, being curious as to where they're coming from, because that does help with conflicts decreasing. It does. Again, let me know if these things are helping and working for you. And then we have the stonewalling. You're mad at your partner's mad at you, and no one's talking to nobody for days, right? Sometimes it's so bad you're not paying a bill because of this, or you're not cooking or whatever because of this, or you stop the sex trade, this is you. Ugh. The only thing that stonewalling does, it kills, literally kills. It's like a painful killing of your relationship. Because what stonewalling does is it stops communication. And one big thing in relationships, you need to communicate with your partner daily, okay? Daily. And so if your partner is upset with you and you're upset with your partner, let them know that you're upset about whatever the situation is. You need a bit of time to just space for that. Could we talk about it at a certain time? It trains the relationship of being healthy in communication. A lot of us, I'll be honest, have not been taught how to do conflict resolution. you know. And so we even do these behaviors, these bad behaviors with our own family, friends, because we don't know how to, you know, do conflict resolution very well. And so you take it to the marriage, the partnership, you know, whatever you're in, and it's like, oh, we need help because, and it's like, yeah, there's been no training on this. So the biggest thing with these exercises is in conflict, because it will happen if you're with somebody, guys of a different, you know, different background. We're different, all different. There's going to be some conflict, and how you deal and handle your conflict is going to help you in your relationship, either killing it or it getting better. Up to you, right? And then I think I have, right, just wanted to just remind you guys, right? You are in control of your emotions. Your emotions are not in control of you. You are in control of your emotions. Your emotions are not in control of you. So I just wanted to let that sit. You know, I'll be back with more exercise and different content, and just ensuring that, you know, you guys stay healthy. Because the biggest thing for me is your relationships. It's part of you. You wake up daily with this person sometimes, right? You love this person, right? And so you want to be better, for yourself, so that you're better for that person, and if you have kids, your kids, and all the things, right? And so being healthy is super important. And in being healthy, how you handle conflict also shapes the health of the relationship. So this is Dr. H letting you know that I'm here to support and help. And thanks, guys. Have a great day.